Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking all about reassurance seeking and why it is unhelpful for people that suffer from OCD and anxiety. It's something I've been guilty of over the years, and it is that quick relief we're looking for when we want to seek reassurance, to know that maybe our intrusions are not real. We really want that relief because at this point we're probably already in that OCD cycle and we're getting all the emotions attached to it, that fear and doubt are prevalent there, and we just want to get some relief. So it's a quick fix. That is what reassurance seeking is. And it might be that you ask a loved one or a friend, they might notice that you're always kind of seeking that reassurance with them. Maybe it's like I used to do with my husband. I'd say, does this make me a bad person? It might be a thought I was thinking. It might be something I might have said. Does that make me a bad person? And you want them to kind of reassure you that no, that's not the case. And it's something I used to do anyway. I know if I thought something bad had happened, I'd ask my husband, did this happen? So it's going back into that kind of false memories. I'd look for reassurance in them that actually didn't occur. So I'd be saying, and it's that relief, but all we're doing is, by doing that, by seeking reassurance, all we're doing is reinforcing our obsessions. And it's a really hard thing to kind of swallow that, because you think you're doing a good thing, because it's so sneaky. It's trying to let you think that by reassurance seeking that it's going to make you feel better. And you know what, it does. But in the long term, it's not going to help your OCD. And I had to become more mindful of not doing that when that urge to do it is so strong. And I've had to resist that feeling, that really uncomfortable feeling. And I really understand and sympathise if you're going through this right now, because it's a really horrible feeling that you'll be going through. And it's that niggle, that doubt. You just want you want a quick fix. You want someone to go, no, that's not the case, or this didn't happen. And it does feel good in that moment. I've done it recently, myself in the last couple of years, where I've been consulting, Dr. Google. I think that's a big thing in today's, this day and age. Google, it's a great tool. It's great, but it's also really quite harmful, because not everything is fact on Google either. Lots of people have influence over the information on there, and what you might look at as evidence is not actually truthful, and we can really buy into what we see online. And that has been a real difficulty for me, because I will have my doubts or my worries and I will look online for answers, but you're not getting the right answers most probably, because there's so many different opinions and factors that go into what we see online. And that has really been so hard for me, I think, especially during the pandemic, when Google was probably our best friend, because we couldn't see people. And, I think a lot of people spent so much more time online, and I think it was really unhelpful for me. And so it's not always a person we're going to seek reassurance from. It's probably more common these days to search for reassurance online. And I've really had to resist the urge to do that, because it's the easy fix, the easy kind of peaceful feeling we'll get temporarily, where we'll think, that settled my worries. But then guess what? A few hours later, or maybe a day later, a week later, that little niggle will come back again, and it'll be like, well, is that the right answer though? Maybe I should do a bit more research. And that's where we get hooked in again. And it really, really is not a long-term solution for OCD and anxiety. So it's just putting that work in and resisting that temptation to seek any kind of reassurance, because it's a one-way ticket to kind of more obsessions and reinforcing and strengthening your obsessions, and it really doesn't help in the long term. And to really get over your obsessions and intrusive thoughts, we have to kind of sit with that uncertainty again and not look for answers. We don't have to know everything. We don't have to work everything out. And the more we practice that, again, it gets so much easier. And I really do mean this, because I am someone that used to look for evidence. I've got a very inquisitive mind. I like to know the answer for everything and look for evidence and find out if something's true or false or whatever, or find out, if something would make me a bad person, and or try and rationalize something and try and get that conclusive evidence that what I'm thinking isn't true. And it really, really got me to some really dark places over the years, and I've really had to resist that urge. And I know it's not easy, and I know it's always there, that temptation to kind of give in. But the more we resist, the easier it will get. I honestly, this is truth. I've been there, I've done it, and I have got better. So I really hope this gives you a bit more kind of information about why reassurance seeking isn't a great thing if you suffer from OCD and anxiety, because you are not your thoughts. You are not your OCD. You are not your intrusive thoughts. You are so, so much more than that. And I really believe that. And I really want you to get better, because I know you can get better, because I've done it myself. So please let me know in the comments if this is something maybe that, you're guilty of as well, like myself over the years, and how it didn't really help you. And if you can practice just resisting that urge, that quick fix temptation that's always going to be there, it will get better. And those thoughts and feelings and intrusions, they will lessen. The more we resist that urge, the less we'll get of them. Or we won't even notice them being there when they pop up, because that's really what the place I got to is, where they'll pop in and just pop out again, because I'm not latching onto them. But we really have to work hard at resisting that easy fix, which is reassurance seeking. So I really hope this video has helped you today, and please let me know if there's anything you would like me to discuss in future videos, because I myself have suffered with OCD and anxiety on and off for 40 years, and it's not easy. I know it isn't, but I know you can get better, and I know things will get better. I'll see you in the next video.